Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Durant. I'll be your honors pre-calc teacher for this year. A couple things I wanted to talk about is the best way to get a hold of me would be my email address, which is durants@wy.k12.mi.us. However, there are two other ways you can be reminded or ask questions or whatnot. The 734-288-8549 is my homework hotline. This is a Google voice number. I'll be checking. Think of it as if you have any questions on anything in class or um, how to do a particular problem. You can leave me a voicemail. I can get back to you as soon as possible. Another thing we're going to be using this year is the Remind 101. This at Mr. Durant 2 is the body of the text message that you'd send to this number, the 469 number. The We've used Remind 101 a little bit in Advanced Algebra 2 or Algebra 1 or Personal Finance, but I'll be using it quite a bit this year. On top of that, on the World Wide Web, you're going to have the youtube.com// Mr. Durant RHS. This is where you're going to find all of your flipped videos, and we'll get into that a little bit during the school year. Also, the moodle.risa.net/wy would be the online learning system that we're going to be using. And you can also follow me on Twitter. My handle is Mr. Durant. So, talk a little bit about the syllabus. The course description. In this course, you're going to continue to study the fundamentals of pre-calculus and how it may be applied to your life. Many of these things we've already discussed in Advanced Algebra 2 or Algebra 2, such as polynomial, exponential, logarithmic, rational, and trigonometric functions and equations. The thing I do want to point out is this is a very rigorous course and is designed to adequately prepare you for calculus. We're going to be doing this through lectures, class discussions, hands-on activities, classroom activities, projects, student notes, participation, and the internet. Some of the things that you're going to need a notebook. A spiral bound notebook would be fine, a folder, a pencil or pen, and a graphing calculator. The TI-84 or 84 Plus is highly recommended. If you cannot get one of these, I have a classroom set that you can use, so that's really not that big of a deal. The rules, pretty simple with a honors class. I don't think we really necessarily go over the rules or have any issues in class, but the number one rule is respect. Basically, just treat other people how you like to be treated. The second rule is don't touch anything on my walls, desks, or shelves, or anything like that without my permission. And number three would be do not waste our time. Uh, the fourth thing I want to talk about is classroom procedures. There is no food or drink allowed in the classroom. You can bring in water, that's the only acceptable beverage. I just ask you to put it all away just because I don't want to have to deal with spillage or stickiness or just, that sort of thing. Cell phones are to be turned off, not on vibrate. Now, sometimes we're going to use the cell phones in class for educational purposes, but we stick to the school rule on that. No electronic devices are to be permitted in the classroom, and you guys kind of need to be in the classroom before the tardy bell rings. You're considered late if you're 1 second, 10 second, or even 10 minutes late. Okay? How you will be graded a little more weighted on the tests, projects, and activities. It's 70% of your grade, and 30% of your grade is homework and classwork. Notice that nowhere in there is anything about taking notes or anything like that, because when you reach this level of honors pre-calculus, those easy breezy baby points are kind of gone the way. Late work is not accepted. So if you're going to try to turn something in, sorry, it's all bets are off. However, if you're absent, it's your responsibility for getting the assignments, and you have 2 days from the day you get back to turn in any sort of assignment. Now, the class structure is a little bit different than what you're used to. The topics are presented in class using what I like to call the rule of four: graphically, numerically, algebraically, and verbally. We uh, also try to work written explanation in as often as possible. Class discussions and board work are an important part of this class, and you guys are encouraged to work in small groups often so that you may discuss ideas and concepts as they work on their assignments. Using these multiple approaches allows you guys to achieve a deeper understanding of the subject matter and enables you to communicate your thoughts verbally, mathematically, and in written form. Plus, if you do this, you'll be very ready for AP Calculus next year, or next fall. You're supposed to have a folder and notebook that will be collected at various times throughout the semester. You want to keep all that stuff together just in case there's any sort of grade discrepancy. And just like if you had me last year, you can use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper for a cheat sheet, and you will be allowed to use do test corrections for half the credit. Okay. One thing I do want to point out is that online homework is a requirement for this course, and you are expected to have access to a computer with internet. The LMC is open before and after school for your convenience. So what we're going to be doing is flipping portions over this course. This is why the internet is vital. So I look forward to working with all of you this year, and for those of you that had last year, round two. So have a nice day, and may the force be with you.